Hey everyone, and welcome back to Blossom with Jessica. So today we're going to be talking about time management in nursing school. And I really feel like after being in nursing school a few semesters, I've come down to a system that works the best to manage your time and utilize those minutes that you have, because we all know that nursing school takes up a ton of time, as does studying and any other life obligation that we have. So here's what you're going to need to do. Get out a piece of paper and then also get out your planner, or I like to use Google Calendar. So on the blank piece of paper, write down what your obligations are and what time. So for example, Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, you have class from 8:30 till 1. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, you have clinical from 8 in the morning till 3. Those are definites. So this is what I want you to write down right now, what the definites are that you have. So it's your classes, your clinical, maybe if you do have to work the days, maybe Saturdays you work, 8 to 5 or whatever. So write down those things. Okay, so now that you have those things written down, put a line, and now we're gonna make another column, and this is your wants. These are the things that are gonna keep you mentally okay and sane during nursing school. So for me, I put the gym and my YouTube channel. So those are kind of my two things that to help keep me sane. And also I like to read and do like self-improvement things, so I also put that down on there. But you guys put whatever you want. It could be a sport, it could be a club that you're in, just something like your wants. Okay, so then I want you to go back up to where you wrote your necessity things, your class, your work, and I want you to pick as many hours a day that you think you need to study. So just to put this out there, what I typically do is I'll put between 2 and 4 hours for a day that I have class. Clinical days, I don't study, because after doing a morning clinical, I can't study. But this is different for everybody. And then on weekends, I set my study time to be, I set it to be like 6 hours, but sometimes it won't be that much, or it may be more, but that's kind of like a rough guesstimate. But it's gonna depend. If you have to work 8 to 4 Saturday and Sunday, then maybe on weekends you're only going to study 2 or 3 hours. So figure out the days you have classes, how many hours you want to study, days you have clinical, how many hours you want to study, and then weekends, how many hours you want to study. Okay, so now get out your planner. So the things with planners is that planners don't typically have the hours unless you get an hour planner, but it will just be like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday with blank boxes. So what I like to do is called time blocking. And what this does is every day I have my time into blocks. And what that means is during that block, that is specifically what I focus on. So if I have a 3-hour block that I'm like, this is study time, during those 3 hours, that's what I do. I study, but I know when those 3 hours are up, I'm done studying for the day. Unless it's like I have a test the next day and I don't feel prepared. Obviously, there's some leeway to this, but the thing is, if you consistently study every day for a smaller amount of time, you're going to retain information versus if you cram right before an exam. So you can do this even 2 hours a day, and even if you want, you can do it 1 hour a day. You need to pick what time works for you. But I time block, so I know. So that's why I really like Google Calendar, and I will make another video explaining how to input these into Google Calendar. But for now, what you want to do is you want to block off the time. So in that first chunk that I had you guys do, where you listed your necessities, I want you to block off those times for the days. So if you're in your planner, you can write like 8 till 1 class for Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or whenever you have it. You're going to also block off your clinical time. Then look at what other necessities you wrote in your necessity list. So if it's work, block off that time. So now in your schedule or your Google Calendar or your planner, you've blocked off the things that you need to do. You don't have a choice. You have to do these things. So now you can look around it and see where you can place other things. So I would say the next thing to place would be the studying, because let's be honest, nobody wants to study typically. So this isn't something you want to put off to the end. So choose the amount of time that you want to study per day, depending on what else you have going on that day, and then block off that time. So if you have class 8 to 1 and you're going to study 1 to 3, block off that time. And guess what? When it's 3 o'clock, you're done studying. The beauty of this is that you would typically get out of class at 1, go home, eat something, open your book, get bored, walk around, maybe put on the TV for 20 minutes, turn off the TV, go back to your book. Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock at night and you've only read 10 pages. You're better off of blocking off that time from 1 to 3, sitting, focusing, busting out 20 pages, 30 pages, and then put it to the side, you're done for the day. And it's good to know, okay, at 3 o'clock, I'm done with this and I can do things that I enjoy. So after you've blocked off the time that you want to do schoolwork, or that you need to do schoolwork, I should say, next you're gonna go and look at your list of things that your wants that keep you mentally sane. So now what you're gonna do is look at where you have holes in your schedule and where you can fit these things that you love. So, you know, if it's going to the gym, I like to go to the gym before class. So what I do is block off 2 hours before class starts. Yes, that means most days a week I'm getting up at 5 in the morning, but then I'm also getting up at 5 in the morning for clinical days. But I'm getting done the things that I want to get done. I wake up at 5, I go to the gym, I go to class, I study, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I've done everything that I want to do and done my schoolwork. So now, you know, I can come and record YouTube videos or read a book or watch TV or whatever it is that I want to do. So find what it is that your wants and see where you can place them within the time allotted. So what I like to do is every day my schedule ends at around 4 o'clock. So what that means, except for clinical days, I go till about 7 because I want to record videos and do things for YouTube, my YouTube channel. That's kind of more my enjoyment time. So after clinical, I do allow myself like 3 hours to do that. So put in those times. And a place that I like to really put in the things that my wants, like anything like reading or YouTube or whatever it is, go great after clinical, because I've noticed that you don't get any homework done after clinical because you're tired. So, you know, just figure out what works for you. So the gaps that you have left, that's where you fill in your wants. This can be time with friends, things like that. So now you should have a nice schedule of time blocking, and hopefully this will help you to be more productive and stay more focused and keep your eye on the prize throughout nursing school. I find it extremely helpful because it's very easy to just get in the cycle of nursing school, of going to class, oh my god, I have so much work to do. Going to class, oh my god, I have so much work to do. Then you get burnt out, then you take 2 days off, and then now you have even more work to do and you're just tired. So by time blocking, you're spacing everything out so that it doesn't accumulate on top of you and weigh you down, and then you don't have time for things you enjoy, and that's not fun. So I hope you guys find this helpful. I'll be making another video about how to use Google Calendar. So actually, I'm going to just show you guys what my Google Calendar looks like. So hopefully you can see that. Maybe can I go this way? No. Yes. So, can't decide. Okay. So I have the green is my clinical days, and then I have like the gym, and then I have my class schedule, and then I have the purple is homework. And so you can kind of see how I time block everything, and it's extremely helpful. So I hope that helps you. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. We have new video content every Wednesday and new vlogs every Friday. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye.